Hey everybody, my name is Josh, joshallmusic.com. This is the Shavasana Kitty YouTube channel. And for those of you just dropping in, hey, welcome. For those of you who've come back, hey, thanks. And for those of you who subscribed, even better. So today's lesson is 3 for the price of 1. This is a kind of a lesson that I sometimes call what? And it has to do with the fact that if you have, let's say you have a major scale. Let's say you have a G major scale, right? Within that scale are 3 distinct, naturally occurring major pentatonic scales or minor pentatonic scales, depending on how you want to conceive of it. And so the G major scale is made up of the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. It looks like this. And from that, if you take the root, the root, second, third, fifth, and sixth of that scale, you get what we call the G major pentatonic scale. And that, in kind of home row sense, will look something like this. You'll get G, A, B, D, E. Some of you may know that as like the E minor pentatonic scale because it's exactly the same thing. It just starts on the note E versus the note G. Okay, so you might know this, and if you move that up and you transpose it to like the 12th fret, and you get popular scale that a lot of people know in that particular land. Okay, now here's the cool thing: if you start on the note C and only play the notes that are in the G major scale, you will, and as a pentatonic scale, you'll also get the C major pentatonic scale, and that would be like C, D, E, G, A. Right? And so if you know that that shape, that lovely thing, you're getting notes from the G major scale. You're still in the key of G, but you can play the C major pentatonic scale. If you start on the note D and you do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, you get D, E, F sharp, A, and B. That's 5 and 6 in the key of D, but you're playing all notes that are present in the G major scale. You're still in the key of G. You're still playing notes that are in the key of G, but you're using the D major pentatonic scale tonality. So this gives you some interesting things. You don't have to learn a new scale shape. You just have to understand where to put your fingers, and you can play some spicier notes or some nicer sounding notes that give your solo some interest. And so I'll just kind of demo this. So if I start my little improvisation using the basic box right here, right, and I go up and down and do whatever, and I move, and I do the same thing here, starting with my pinky at the 8th fret on the note C. Okay, and then I move up and I put my pinky on the note D, and I do the same thing. And then I get to the 12th fret, and I got my pinky on the 15th. I'm now an octave higher, and I can do that. And this is what that sounds like against like a 1, 6, 4, 5, G, E minor, C, D, in the key of G. And I'll just do a quick little blast through, and you can hear how the different collection of notes out of the G major scale done in a pentatonic form will work for this. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. This is our little riff. It's very common. I use this all the time. To demo, here we go. And so that was C, pentatonic. Let's go up to D. Up to G. And that gives you an idea, hopefully, those positions on the guitar using the same notes that are all within the major scale, okay, gives you, you can take those, and naturally occurring are three major pentatonic scales. You got the G major, you got the one built off the fourth, which is C major, and the one built off the fifth, which is D major. All right, in this particular key. If you transpose it, you have the same rules. Okay, so if I transpose it to a B flat, I do a B flat pentatonic scale, major pentatonic. Right, the next major pentatonic that I could use over a B flat major tonality would be an E flat. And then I would have F, and I can do that. All right, and that gives me all of those things, and it makes it very easy to just play really interesting lines without getting terribly confused, and also without having to learn a whole new shape. So if you only know kind of home row, which is that kind of first pentatonic scale that a lot of people learn first on the guitar, if at least you know the notes on the neck and you know how to find 1, 4, and 5 in a particular key, you're gold. Now, if you get into situations where you're playing in like modes, like Dorian mode, or you're playing in Mixolydian mode or something like that, same rules, you still will have 3 major pentatonics you can use, or 3 minor pentatonics you can use. You just have to know where it lands, and that's a different lesson than today. But for now, just knowing that that's a possibility, you might want to try it. All right, if you found this helpful, useful at all, like, comment, subscribe. You might find my newsletters helpful, joshhallmusic.com. I put them out just about every week. And hey, have a great day. Be nice to each other out there. We'll see you. Bye-bye.